So, what have I told you in the previous video? If you don't have any ideas, we live in the era of AI. I don't know if you're going to use DeepSeek or ChatGPT, it doesn't matter. Let's go on my PC and let me show you the pain point method. A little bit before we go into my PC so that you can see what I have done. Of course, I'm not going to just make a video where I'm just creating a whole pain point method through the ChatGPT, but you will get the point of what I'm doing. Basically, I'm going to ChatGPT and I'm saying, let's say for example, I have a product which is about snoring, and I would like to know what kind of problems people have that they're snoring. Maybe for example, one problem, because I'm snoring and I know, is that your wife is telling you, get the fuck out of here, go to the next room. Yes, it's a problem. So what you have to do, you have to lose weight. I'm refusing to lose weight. But anyway, let's not make this video personal. So one pain point is that you are having, let's say, for example, worse relationship with your wife. Let's say, for example, that another one is that you're having apnea and you're not sleeping well. Let's say, for example, that another thing, it could be that you're not relaxing a lot and stuff. These are all pain points. That's why it's called the pain point method. And if you cannot think of 20 or 30, ChatGPT is there for you and it's going to think of 20 or 30. And when you are taking the ones that you like, then what you're doing is that you are asking from ChatGPT to create 3 or 5 or 4 hooks out of this. And let's go into my PC to show you how one pain point method analysis of mine is looking so that you can start doing your own. So as I promised, this is for the snoring. I used ChatGPT, and basically what I have done is I said, okay, let's say for example that we have a product which is solving the snoring problem and stuff. How am I going to be able to share more to more people, breaking the daily loop to actually having different hot pockets and all of that? I'm going to use ChatGPT to take ideas for different things, okay? And then we're going to use whatever we said, emotion, attack the emotion on the hook and all of that. Of course, you can expand it, for example, but here we have chronic fatigue, affects health, the things that I told you, hurts a relationship. It's embarrassing to snore to others, so maybe it's going to be for people that they're right now, it's a great example, on the army, for example, and they're in the same dorm with a lot of people. Let's take it to the USA thing. You're sleeping in a dorm with one of your roommates and you're snoring. Maybe it's a problem for that. Hairs to wear a mouthpiece, sleep apnea, restless sleep. I have to hide this one sadly because it says the name of the brand and so on. Tried of other products, more comfortable and all of that. So all of these are things that you can actually take from that, and you can actually start creating hooks, okay? So you can have, for example, for the chronic fatigue, it says tired of being tired and all of that. This is for your, you can use it either to create your different copies. You can also use it, I guess, in order to create scripts that you're going to give to influencers to fix for you UGC content and all of that. You can do different hooks that you can use into your videos or you can use into your copies, and you can start testing them by doing different tests to the campaigns or with the way that we will analyze later on how you should test while you are scaling at the same time with the one variable rule. You will see this later. This is something that you do. You just focus on the pain points, and this is how you break the loop by just having different creatives that they are appealing to different people. As I like to explain a lot of times, let's say for example that we have this sheet of paper over here, okay? And it's an example that I really like to use because it's really visual. Basically, you can take some notes to this paper over here, but you can also fold it and create a very nice origami. That means that you can sell the same item to completely different people that if you meet these two people, they have nothing to do in common, okay? So they're buying the product for two different things, okay? So somebody can buy this for snoring because he could not sleep very well, but somebody could buy because he wants to save his marriage, for example, okay? And this is not me, thank God. The next one is a similar video, which is going to be based on reviews. So what's the next one also, if you wanna have more ideas about your different hooks or the different ways that you can actually break the daily loop.